I stabbed myself. Why did I
King
do
Henry
that?
was the only fat king?
Yes, he also had 6 wives.
Huh.
I believe they went in order: divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, survived. I think that's how they teach the order. The one that died of natural causes, of course. The ones that got beheaded also died. What are we doing today? Are we going to start? Do we have an intro? Are we doing an intro?
I'm working on something, but for right now,
Okay.
we'd like to welcome you to the Occult Outpost.
Yeah, welcome back to the Outpost.
Hi, this is our first episode, so
Back at the station.
the episode that we recorded last time was our pilot, and this is the first official episode
We spent more than 6 hours planning this one, so
of the Occult Outpost.
yeah.
My name is Greg Johnson, and I am...
What the fuck are you doing right
I
now?
don't know.
All right, I'm Ranger Charles. This is Ranger Rory. We're at
Hi.
the Outpost, and we're going to talk about Bigfoot today.
Tonight we're talking about fucking Bigfoot.
Pretty excited about
The
that.
one... Well, not the one. I'm pretty sure there's more than one Bigfoot. If there is a Bigfoot.
He's a staple. He's the corn cereal of
he is
cryptid.
he is the mascot. He's the Uncle Sam.
He's
he
the
is-
silhouette on the bumper sticker of Cryptid USA.
the original United States folklore cryptid.
Do you know what I learned today about 2 hours ago that fucked me up a little bit about Bigfoot?
What's that?
Bigfoot as like a common term for Sasquatchi or whatever, the hairy wild
Squatches.
animal apes.
That's what they call them on the History Channel, squatches.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
That's so fucking ignorant.
That's something that we're going to get into a lot
Squatches.
this episode.
I read that. Yeah,
It's
yeah, okay.
fucking-
Because I
the
got
people, because you know what? Honestly, man, I've been thinking about it, and even more than Bigfoot himself, I think the mythology of the Bigfoot hunter is getting.
the archetype.
Oh my god!
That's like a Jungian archetype.
Oh my
The Bigfoot hunter. That should be a slot on the Myers-Briggs personality
I was
test.
more interested in the Bigfoot hunters than I was Bigfoot for a fucking minute.
Because they're characters, dude.
They are fucked up.
They can have opinions. Unfortunately, they can talk and
I have about
Feud?
3 brain cells.
they can
Oh, they
feud.
feud. They feud like a motherfucker.
They get defensive
They get.
over ignorant shit.
Woo! I heard that shit. That was some...
And that day, I saw a Sasquatch.
Oh my god.
I
But
love
yeah,
him. Oh, Sasquatch. This is what fucked me up, dude. Sasquatch, the term, not the term Sasquatch, Bigfoot. Sorry, we already started drinking. Bigfoot. How old do you think the term Bigfoot is?
I would say that the term Bigfoot...
You've done a lot of research. Did you look it up?
Yeah, I did.
No cheating. Don't look at your notes. Guess.
The term Bigfoot, I can't give you an exact year. I don't know exact year.
Give me a century.
18th. No, not 18th.
Not even close.
17th.
Not even close.
No, not 18th. 19th century.
Nope.
When?
1958.
That's right.
That's the 20th century.
That's right. That's right.
Centuries fuck people up because they're like one ahead
You're right.
or whatever.
You're right.
That might have been a dick move on my part to make you do centuries. But,
No, it's fine.
dude, fucking, yeah, 1958, an article, Northern California. Okay, let's do the origin of Bigfoot, the word, and then we'll
Okay.
do the origin of Bigfoot, the man.
Okay, you go ahead.
Or whatever he is. 1958, a construction company in Northern California shows up and they see 2 things. Sets of gigantic footprints. They're like 8 inches wide.
Right.
And a 450-pound industrial barrel had been moved, and they don't know how or
far?
who. I don't know. 'Cause it's our Wikipedia said it just moved. All right, the fucking wind didn't do it.
I doubt it was the wind.
So then they told, I don't know, some newspaper got a hold of them, and they were like, "Hey, there's something glomping around out here with big old feet," and they started calling it Bigfoot on the work site, like as construction workers.
Right.
Come on. So they got their cute little name for
Old
it.
fucking Bigfoot's walking around.
Oh, this
here.
Bigfoot's walking around. It's like something your uncle would make up when he saw some shit. It was just a construction site full of uncles in Northern California.
Right.
They tell this newspaper, they get a hold of them, they print the story. The New York Times wants to print it. The LA Times wants to talk about it. It hits the nation. It takes the nation by
damn.
storm.
We're keeping that in.
Bigfoot, good. Bigfoot becomes a household name. Before that, every region had its own little name. Like even within a town, different families would have a different name for Bigfoot. How insane is that?
Did you find out what any of the names for Bigfoot were?
Oh, they're all fucking Native American. I don't know. I can't pronounce any of them. They got too many letters and apostrophes and shit and W's. There are a lot of W's.
Yeah, I know.
And that's not even the tribesmen. Like a small town of white folk.
Sesqua. I think one of them was Sesqua, which means
where Sasquatch
wild man.
Yes.
Sesqua means wild man.
And a lot of them would mean like giant or stone giant or forest giant. Giant is like at the root, a lot of them, which is cool. But yeah, bro. So Bigfoot gets spread around the country from these newspaper articles from this construction site. Mm-hmm. And then at like the bottom of this Wikipedia article I'm reading about the history of the term Bigfoot, this fucking... The family of one of the guys who worked for the company said that, oh yeah, our grandpa worked for them. He made big wooden feet and made the prints. They don't even say why. There's like, yeah, our Papa made them feet and he went walking around up there. That's all it said. I should have done more research. But the guy's family was like, yeah, Papa did that.
His old
Papa invented, he was the inception of the event that would coin the term Bigfoot. I don't know whether that's true.
I didn't know that.
Why would you make big wooden feet stomp around your construction site and let it escalate to the national level?
People do a lot of weird things.
And then in old age on your deathbed confess, yeah, I invented Bigfoot.
People do a lot of weird things.
But what did he gain? What would your motivation be? You hand carve.
You know my motive. It's to fuck with people.
You carve an epidermis into a pair of wooden fucking feet
that
to mess with people.
That would be my motivation.
The ultimate gotcha. Ha.
Yep.
70 years ago or whatever.
I do it to fuck with people. 100%. I do things nowadays to fuck with people. Just to fuck with people.
That's too much work.
I was at work and I filled a guy's toolbox with tire valve stem caps. Just to do it.
You filled it with this little caps.
Mm-hmm.
You are an agent of chaos. You are like some kind of manifestation of a Greek deity that doesn't have any fucking temples.
Oh, one of the secret deities.
One of those ones they find carved 2 times.
So I can understand, like personally, I can understand.
How'd he move the barrel?
He's really strong.
Nah, he's a fucking phony, dude. There's no way.
He's a big fat phony.
I'm not going to say Bigfoot did it, but I'm definitely not going to say a guy hand carved 2 sets of gigantic wooden feet for a prank that he didn't even get the payoff for decades.
I would definitely do something.
It was in 2002
like
that his family came forward. 2002.
So he didn't actually come forward himself. It was his family.
I don't know if he was even alive. I don't know if they found a diary in an attic in a chest.
They're making that shit up.
I think that
they're making that shit up for notoriety.
Their grandfather was a construction worker in Northern California, but they're white trash. I'll say it. I think they're white trash. Mm-hmm. And they're like, yeah, my papa worked on that construction site. Did you know that, he did that? He did that.
And nobody else came for it first.
With big fake wooden feet.
Mm-hmm.
He made as a joke. He's so full of shit.
Horse shit. That's horse shit.
Full of shit.
Anyway.
I'm not saying it was Bigfoot. But
Patterson Gimlin film.
The infamous.
We're not talking about that. It's been done to death.
You almost used the D word. Debunked. I hate that fucking
I don't know if it's been debunked.
Didn't the guys come forward like, yeah, it was me in a suit?
I know that other people have. I don't know if either one of them did. I'd have to do a little. And let's.
So then why aren't we talking about it?
So real quick, because it's not Appalachia.
Oh,
that's the Pacific
that's right.
Northwest. I mean, like, we can talk about it. Of course, we're going to talk about.
It's the most famous ever footage of
It's
Bigfoot.
the most famous footage ever.
I think it looks like a cheap gorilla suit.
That's fair.
I'm not going to lie to you.
That's fair.
I think the hair looks. There's no way that Bigfoot's licking himself clean like a fucking cat.
I think we're going to come back to Bigfoot at a later date.
Bigfoot
in general, not just in Appalachia. You know, because of course I don't want us to limit ourselves on the scope of things we can do. We're going to focus. Yeah. Our main focus is Appalachia.
If we walk
and
away,
the Midwest.
If we wander in this conversation away from Bigfoot in general, are you going to cut me off and be like, "Hey, we got to talk about Bigfoot"?
No, we can talk whatever the fuck we want.
Good.
This is our podcast.
Damn right. Don't forget it.
But yeah, Patterson Gimlin film, it's been done to death. We'll talk about it at a later date when we do like a Bigfoot part 2 or, Bigfoot in general.
Bigfoot in Appalachia.
I forgot to tell you.
What did you forget to tell
I
me?
tried to sign up for the U.S. DMW, which is the United States Department of Mythical Wildlife.
That's not a real government agency.
No, it's not. It's horseshit. Don't give them your email address. Never. Because they'll just send you ads for fucking children's books. I thought it was a legit thing.
Books?
Yeah, it's a fucking children's thing.
Fuck children.
Children are idiots.
My nephew's cool, but all the rest of them.
Your nephew and my nephew are cool.
Our nephews are cool.
Fuck every other kid on earth.
Yeah.
Fuck them. Fuck them.
Wait, so what's this organization called?
The United States Department of Mythical Wildlife.
Isn't that a federal crime to call it a United States Department?
I don't know.
United States Department of, what's it?
Mythical Wildlife.
Mythical Wildlife.
Yep. They talk about like kelpies, and that's not even a United States thing. That's like like kelpies.
That's an Irish.
That's an
Scottish
Scottish thing. Yeah. I know everybody knows what the Bigfoot is. Everybody knows what the Bigfoot is, but we wouldn't be doing our due diligence if we didn't talk about what Bigfoot is, physically. Bigfoot is a bipedal ape-like animal found in multiple areas of the United States.
Everybody knows what Bigfoot is,
and
dude.
Other countries.
No one's watching this like, what's this Bigfoot thing?
I did the research. I'm gonna fucking talk about it. Okay,
You already wrote it down.
I spent 5 fucking.
You thought you were hot shit. You put pen to paper.
I
Bigfoot
put pen to
is
paper.
a
I got 3 pages of research. Generally between 7 and 10 feet tall.
I read 7 to 9 feet. That's on the Wikipedia article. You can say 10 if you want. You made that shit up.
With an upright, muscular build, brown, dark black, or red fur. Dark brown, black, because there's no such thing as dark black. It's just black. Dark brown, black, or red fur.
Dark red.
Dark red.
Usually I've heard.
Not like
you know what fucked me up a little bit? I saw... All right, listen. You did prep. You have an article written in your notebook. It's handwritten. Ranger Rory's got notes in ink on paper. I have 5 fucking tabs open on my phone, and I read a Wikipedia article.
Researchers, we are not.
I read half the Wikipedia article about Bigfoot about 6 hours ago, and it said that they have human-like faces.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Wide noses, like I've always heard thin lips, like really thin lips, like a orangutan.
But see, orangutans don't have human quote-unquote like faces. I don't think I've ever seen a primate that made me go, whoa, that's got a people face on it.
Some people do believe that Bigfoots are leftover Australopithecus, which were an ancient ape.
They're still just an ape.
Yeah.
I don't get the human-like faces.
I don't think it's like... I think it's like human-like...
Do they mean like an orangutan has a quote-unquote human-like face?
I think so.
All right. Our parts are in the same... general
right
vicinity.
We're like 98% the same fucking thing.
Okay.
But popular science believes Bigfoot to be a hoax.
I read a list. They believe it to be a hoax. This is quoted from an article. They either believe it's the product of a hoax, misidentification of wildlife,
and folklore. I read the same article.
Byproduct of folklore. Yep. And you remember the other term they used?
I don't.
Wishful thinking.
Wishful thinking.
Use the words wishful thinking. People just want Bigfoot
I can understand
to be
that.
so real. Yeah, I guess. But I don't get why you would want... I would never want Bigfoot to be real.
Why is that? Why would you not want Bigfoot to be real?
That's fucking scary, man.
That is pretty scary.
I go camping. I don't want Bigfoot to be real.
Yeah, that would be pretty scary.
Fuck Bigfoot. He doesn't pay taxes. He's like the Amish, but they don't make good jam.
We'll get into the intelligent Bigfoot later, because that's also something... Dude, I went down a fucking rabbit hole.
Did you see the... I remember... I have like a...
I watched a documentary.
I have the vaguest memory of seeing something on TV when I was a child. In like the late 90s, that was a thing about Bigfoots having these intricate trade agreements with this family of people. And a Bigfoot come and he asked for me for a cup of sugar, and I reached out and I touched his arm to get some hair from him.
I rubbed his chest.
And he looked at me because he knew that I was taking a hair sample.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah. So we'll get into that. We'll get into that later.
I don't like Bigfoot existing, and I don't like intelligent Bigfoot existing even more.
Yeah, we'll definitely get into that part later.
He's going to hell. He's not baptized. Bigfoot don't get baptized.
How do you know? How do you know Bigfoot's not out in them rivers getting baptized by Father Bigfoot?
Do you think there's a clergy of Bigfoot?
I think might be a Bigfoot Jesus.
Shut the fuck up. There's a different ethnicity Jesus for like every ethnicity.
Right.
It's like the logo.
Korean Jesus and
Korean Jesus. I like that.
That's cool.
I like seeing black Jesus in African churches. I like seeing Korean Jesus in Korean churches.
It's a good idea.
If I see Bigfoot Jesus anywhere, I'm calling the Pope. That's blaspheme. You can't put that much hair on a Jesus. There's already too much.
Oh, I guess.
Human-like face.
Human-like face.
So if there is a Bigfoot, he's going to hell, but we don't have to... while we're not talking about it anymore, but while I was talking about like the etymology of words around Bigfoot, people used to have their own words for it. In Appalachia, it's supposed to be an Appalachia-specific episode. Appalachians don't call Bigfoot big. They do now because American television has infected all of our brains and we all talk the same now and use the same words for shit. But
right.
Used to be called shit like the skunk ape.
Mm-hmm. That's Florida. Skunk ape's Florida.
Skunk ape specifically Florida. That's a little past the Appalachian range, but it's a southern nomenclature.
Ohio grassman.
Really?
A grassman. That was a good one.
Thank you.
Ohio grassman. They've got the folk monster, like Fouke monster. That's Arkansas.
Arkansas. That's also not Appalachia. We're hard pressed to find an Appalachian.
The Wood Booger, which is Virginia. No. And so and it's not like it's because he's a big big green Bigfoot. They call in Virginia there is a Bigfoot like creature called the Wood Booger. And the reason why they call it the Wood Booger is because booger is short for boogeyman.
The bogey
and what they would
etymology.
What they would say is, what parents would say to children is if you're out past a certain time, the wood boogeyman would come and take you away.
Yeah. Children kidnapping is like a whole subset of Sasquatch encounters.
A lot of them have. I don't like the ones that have like the monster at the end of it, like the Whitehall monster from.
That's generic. That's
New
dollar
York.
store monsters, bro.
The Honey Island swamp monster from Louisiana, Dewey Lake monster from Michigan.
Fake names. Those, if you want to make up a monster, you put monster at the end of the word.
Yeah.
The place name monster. Wow,
I do like Illinois. I do like Southern Illinois. Southern Illinois is the big muddy monster.
I got your big muddy monster. I had a couple big muddy monsters this morning.
I took a big muddy monster.
I bought a bidet because I got too many big muddy monsters.
But one of the Missouri has Momo. It's called Momo.
I don't like that.
You don't like that?
Momo's a cartoon character from Avatar.
I think it's cute. I think Momo's cute.
I wouldn't call it cute. It's a fucking savage man.
Regardless, there are 60 different nomenclatures for Bigfoot.
My girlfriend was kidnapped and raped by the Momo.
Don't say that.
That doesn't roll off the
dark
tongue.
As fuck.
Well, that's what the kind of shit that Momos
That's
probably
true.
do.
That's true.
And they probably spread the title Momo so they don't get hot press from it.
You think the Bigfoot that is called Momo spreads that press itself?
Yes, because you don't hunt a Momo. Oh, a Momo? I'm not going to go hunt that.
Momo's cute.
Yeah, you get a blood ape on your radar, you're going to go shoot the fucking
Is blood ape one of them?
Yes.
I didn't hear blood ape.
I'm sure you could look it up, but I only heard blood ape mentioned in a 4chan green text tag. So take that as you will. But
take it as you will.
Blood ape. I thought that was something that I would hear.
Blood ape's a good one, man.
Blood ape is. You know why they call it the blood ape?
No.
Because you bleed a lot when it fucking tears your limbs off when it finds you on the Appalachian Trail.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. Now that's Appalachian. That's some Appalachian. You know what I found out is that a lot of Appalachia specific Bigfoots are just called wild men.
And they're very violent.
Yeah, they're super violent.
I've heard like any story that I've looked up for like Appalachian wild men specifically are violent as fuck.
The opioid epidemic has really just come down on our communities.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is.
The opioid epidemic getting to the Bigfoot
like
population.
Eastern Kentucky, West Virginia, Northeast Tennessee. That could be what it is.
The only one I could find that was documented and described for my hometown was, it was just called a wild man. They're like, yeah, it was like a wild man with white, I can't remember, white hair or some shit.
I'll bleep this out, but like...
Yeah, something like that.
Gotcha.
But it was a guy, they saw him on the side of the highway, and he was stealing shit from a warehouse, or he was stealing beer or something like that.
I don't think that's a Bigfoot.
No, that's not a...
I mean, I like the idea that Bigfoot would be stealing PBRs from... I like the idea of that.
And then Bigfoot took all the change out of my fucking cup holder.
He stole my radio right out my car.
Yeah, Bigfoot doesn't do that. That's the opioid epidemic hitting Appalachia. Maybe they just shot them all. Maybe they drove them out. I'm trying to find like 1800s Irish immigrant mountain folk Bigfoot. There aren't any. I can't find any. It's a lot of Native American stories about that kind of shit, man. The Native Americans, and they didn't write any of that shit down until after we killed most of them.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Like 1840, they started writing it down.
A lot of the sightings of big feet, they're usually in the Pacific Northwest. That is where a lot of them are located. I think I looked it up. It's like something like 16,000 total.
And it disappoints me.
But
a third of total sightings are reported in the Pacific Northwest.
But in the Great Lakes region and in Appalachia, they're a good amount.
We've got our own brand?
Specifically in Appalachia, there have been reported 2,300 sightings of Bigfoot.
You might school me on this, because I found a few articles. I had to resort to just looking up by the state.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, Tennessee Bigfoot shit, and I just pick a cool...
I found the total. I didn't find, like, specifically Ohio has this many, West Virginia has this many, Tennessee, Georgia. I didn't see any of that.
Let's get into a specific case. Why don't you tell me a story, pick an Appalachian community, and tell me how they were rocked by the presence of a wild, hairy being.
I would love to. So, local. Well, not really local. About 3 hours northeast of here. Near the Canton area. The Ohio Grassman.
Okay.
The Ohio Grassman, the first sightings of the Ohio Grassman date back to about 1869. The story that I read was a man and his daughter were on a stroll. It was like late January, so it was a little cold. The father was attacked by a large ape-like creature with black hair and burning eyes. I
had read that people often say that Bigfoot creatures have glowing eyes, but no ape has glowing.
And no primate has what is that? Reflective film.
Shit in your eyes, yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
People know what we're talking about. You know, you spotlight a deer.
I that's a lot of the stuff that I've heard is like Bigfoots in general, like that specific one, like that specific cryptid has reflective eyes. Burning eyes.
Would they have that? Do bears have reflective eyes?
I don't know.
Because a big hairy black thing sounds like a bear to me. But did it take his wallet? Did it speak? Did it have articulate fingers and stuff? Can I have a smoke, by the way?
Absolutely.
That's actually
no. It just
I don't give a shit about this podcast. I just like stealing smokes from Origin.
Just beat him up. Just beat the shit out of him.
Okay.
So the story is that the large ape-like creature with the black hair and burning eyes jumped the man specifically, not the woman.
Ignored her.
The daughter was shocked and she kind of like walked away as this thing was just wailing on her dad.
Thanks, honey.
Just beating the hell out of him. And she found a rock and she chucked it at the Bigfoot.
Hell yeah.
And it gave her and her dad a chance to escape. So she pitched this rock super hard.
Hit it with the rock?
That's what it says.
It hit it? Okay.
She chucked it at it, hit it, gave her dad a chance to slide out, slide underneath his legs like a Jason Statham movie.
Okay. Yeah, Canton, Ohio is known for its advanced ninjutsu school, so I believe it.
In 1869. The thing about the grass man, though, that really fucks me up, man, is that it was estimated that it was 9 feet tall and weighed 300 pounds. Now think about that.
Pounds.
Think about that.
It would be rail thin.
9 feet tall, 300 pounds. So I looked it up, and the BMI of that beast would be 18%.
Oh, that is scary because it'd be really thin and shaggy.
That's what. But they always say that a Bigfoot has a muscular build with broad shoulders, like a fucking football player.
Well, you know, when animals attack people, it's because they're starving.
Oh,
yeah, they say that
not even something that I considered.
Starvation and sickness can drive a normally passive animal to
not even
humans.
Something that I had considered.
If you consider Bigfoot an animal rather than a hominid.
Again, though, man, that's just what fucks me up. The BMI of the grassman would be 18%. That just seems really underweight.
Yeah.
I don't think
that's why it was attacking me. That's probably why it got fucked off by a rock.
It's probably fucking horse shit, to be honest.
Hey, okay, what color was it?
Black. It was black fur with burnt
It was
eyes.
black. I'm not getting racist. It was black. Why was it called the Grass Man? Did he sell him weed?
He came out of the grass. Yeah,
okay.
He came out of the grass.
He came out of the grass. They called him Grass Man.
But it was late January too, so there wouldn't have been much grass.
Yeah,
it's horse shit.
Northern Ohio, there's grass tall enough for a giant,
in
9 foot tall.
January.
Okay,
I don't think so.
We're not here to debunk anything.
No.
But that sounds a little bit like bullshit.
But I was, excuse me. I was looking it up, man, and it said that the grass man's main diet was grass and wheat.
How could they possibly know that?
That's what people say. They say it's grass and wheat.
Is this the only encounter with the grass man?
No, there are multiple. I watched a documentary where these fucking people. I watched like 5 documentaries for this episode, man. I really went into it.
Shit, I feel like such a fucking dickhead. When we do the real, general Bigfoot one, I'm going to do way more research. Promise.
Fair enough. I don't blame you, man.
I haven't been working or anything. I've had so much time to myself, I could have easily done it.
Fuck it.
I'm just a piece
of shit. We're here, man. No, we're here.
It's because I knew you would do it all.
They say that it's sociable. They say that the grass man is sociable.
When it's not beating the fuck out of
people? When it's not beating the fuck out of old dads, it's sociable. So they say the main diet is claimed to be grass and wheat, which would explain how skinny it is. Because if it's just if it's an ape, if it's a fucking 9 foot tall ape eating grass and wheat, maybe that's why he was hunting down people. Maybe people are the staple of the Bigfoot diet.
Why? Tell me about it. Do you have another encounter with the grass ape written down?
Well, yeah.
Because I need it fleshed out how, he's really social. How'd they figure that out?
Well, they say that they've been seen with babies. Baby grass men.
That's not social.
Little tiny ones.
They're in the in-group, they're social. I wouldn't consider that social. You don't say a fucking tiger is social because it's got cubs.
Yeah. But that's specifically why in the documentary that I watched, they said that the Ohio grass man is sociable because the mothers have been seen with babies, and there have been sightings of multiple grass men at once.
Okay.
So
they're social within each other. So how do they figure out what they're eating?
Maybe somebody saw a fucking grass man bent over chewing on fucking grass.
So you watched this documentary,
I did.
And they said, this is what the grass man's eating.
It wasn't a deep documentary.
And they didn't say, this is how we know.
These people were fucking... Most people in Ohio are fucking idiots.
Yeah, it's true. Okay.
Most people in Ohio are fucking idiots. But you wanted to know about a different...
We're allowed to say that we live in Ohio.
Yeah, we live in Ohio. We're allowed to
and
say...
you're fucking live in Ohio.
Dumber than dog shit.
We have we're talking about Bigfoot. We're mentally handicapped.
We think we can hold a podcast up with cryptids.
Yeah, whatever.
Fuck it. Who cares? Yeah, we're gonna do it.
People make crazier livings in
Ohio. 1994, an Ohio woman was driving in the southwest of Virginia.
An Ohio woman in Virginia.
An Ohio woman in Virginia.
Is this another Grassman story?
No.
So we're done with that's all we had to say about the Grassman?
Well, I mean, like I said, there were people. I can't trust these, but they were like fucking people that you know from
White, you can say white trash on the podcast.
White trash.
Okay.
Really white trash people. Mm-hmm. And they're talking about, well, me and my boyfriend. This is like a 40-year-old lady.
Shit, I love when old women have boyfriends.
Me and my boyfriend were out at like midnight at a park.
We were trying to buy meth at a park.
We were at a park and we were having a fire at the park. And we
can't say it like that.
We were.
Did they say it like that?
That's what this bitch sounded
Northeast
like.
Ohio.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Hicks are everywhere, man. Everywhere. And the redneck accent is the same anywhere you go. It doesn't matter.
I love it.
Me and my boyfriend were out at the park and we were having a fire, and it was about midnight. And at the end of the fire, when we were putting it out, my boyfriend went back to the truck and he was putting away the lighter fluid, and the grass man looked over the other side of his truck. That was one of them.
Is that the end of her story?
That was the end of her story.
And then it ran away?
That was the end of her story.
He ran away? That's where they cut it.
The dude ran away.
You know why they cut that?
Because it's horseshit.
Because she said some crazy shit right after that. And then he told him, he gave him
a rock. My God. And in the documentary I watched, bro, they were talking about how they actually brought in some dudes with like a helicopter, like a drone. But this was like 2008, 2009, so it wasn't like drone technology that we have right now.
Okay.
It was a home-built helicopter with a fucking camera strapped to it.
And wait, the helicopter itself was home?
It's not like an actual like big heli. It's like an RC helicopter. Home-built RC helicopter that you buy at fucking Walmart. They strapped a camera to it and put an infrared put an infrared camera on it and sent it up, and they were like, and this is the quietest. And it was like, with it being so quiet, we shouldn't have any problem with it. And they film it going up, and it was like, it's like that thing's not. It's gonna scare away any Bigfoot within 20
I'm sorry,
miles.
I didn't speak that whole time. I had my jaw literally hanging on the goddamn front.
I said what? I was like,
that is some Looney Tune shit.
It was fucking Wile E.
So Wile E. They got an Acme helicopter out of a crate and duct taped a camera to it. We ought to be able to sneak up on him with this.
This is the most quiet. This is the most quiet technology that we have available.
It's drone. It's remote controlled.
It was an RC helicopter. It wasn't a drone.
RC? How far away can you fly with an RC helicopter?
Fucking 30 feet.
Damn,
bro.
They must have searched a whole eighth of a mile with that thing.
Dumbest motherfucker. Like I said,
square mile?
Everybody who lives in Ohio is a fucking idiot.
That is the most insane shit.
Born and raised Ohio. So I can say that. I'm allowed.
I wasn't born in this fucking shithole.
Yeah. Allowed to say it. Fuck you.
I don't even live here anymore. Because of shit like this. You know why I moved? Because people will... There really wasn't like an infrared camera, at least?
They actually had an infrared filter on it, yeah.
That is... Oh, God, it's so good.
I don't know if it was put on in
I want to watch this really bad.
I'll show it to you later.
What's it called for the people at home?
I can't remember what it's called. That's how it made...
I'm so disappointed.
It made a huge impact on me.
You have pages of notes. You didn't write down the title.
I couldn't bring myself to do it.
All right, for those of you at home, look up Ohio Grassman White Trash
Documentary.
Yeah,
there you go.
You know, but yeah, they cut that lady off. She's like, and he saw him over the back of his truck. And they cut. And they don't say anymore. That's because she said some wild shit right after.
I bet she was like, and then he pulled out.
And then he fist fought him, and my boyfriend beat the hell out of him.
My boyfriend kicked the shit out of that Bigfoot.
And he came back and he told me, I seen a Bigfoot.
We gotta leave now. I think I murdered a Bigfoot.
Baby, we gotta go. I knocked out a Bigfoot. I don't know if he's gonna... He hit his head on the curb. I can't go back.
I think he might press charges on us. I got
a warrant. We gotta get the hell out of here.
I got warrants.
What city was this in?
It was near Canton.
Every adult male in Canton, Ohio has a fucking warrant. That's a fact. Don't look at statistics.
I don't doubt. Don't look it up. Don't fact check us.
Baby, I had to knock out some fucking Bigfoot that's talking shit by the truck. We gotta get out of here. She told that whole story, and the camera guy just pulled his head back and looked at his producer and went, "What the fuck?" It's like, don't worry about it. We'll chop it up. It'll sound good.
We'll make it look good in post.
We'll make it look good in post. It's crazy, bitch.
Oh, my God.
Oh, fuck me,
It has me fucking crying,
the helicopter part.
I was...
Why have I not seen ever, and I've seen a few, how come I've never seen a Bigfoot-style documentary that hasn't gone into a harebrained Looney Tunes fucking scheme to try and find it?
Dude,
they've done everything short of a fucking seance.
If you watch enough History Channel, then
God,
you
you remember
see
when they had
Squatch hunters? Yeah, they called them Squatches.
Squatches, yeah.
Squatches. But if you watch enough History Channel from like 2009 to 2013, they had fucking Looney Tunes style shit going on.
Whoa. Jinx, you owe me a soda.
I got your beer. Don't worry about it.
Oh, yeah. All right. That's fair.
But
they're cartoony.
They're fucking, like, they call them Squatches. They fucking beat on trees.
Do they call them
sticks.
Squatches in passing?
Yeah.
Like the people
they call them Squatches. That's
I think there's a Squatch out here. No fucking
It's
way.
exactly how they say it. Man.
What would you say?
I'd say a fucking Bigfoot.
There's a Bigfoot out here.
There's Bigfoot.
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 Squatch. Squatch is only one syllable.
I can say it really fast, though. Bigfoot.
I can say it really fast.
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. Squatch. I can beat you.
3, 2, 1. Bigfoot. It's close.
We'll call it a tie. Close. You know what? Comment below whether you think I won the Squatch or if he won with Bigfoot. It's 2 syllables, so you can't. You're not going to be in passing like, yeah, we're going to go out in the woods and look for Bigfoot. And
I wouldn't call it a Squatch.
I wouldn't call it a Squatch either.
We were talking earlier. 1994. I'm trying to get back on track.
Past that? No, we're on track. We're on track.
Okay.
I want to wrap it up, but I'm just saying that we're on. That's why we made this.
Wrap it up with dignity.
Canton, Ohio, may have a grass man. Fuck, grass man. They call him grass man because he walked out of the grass.
Yep. Or he eats grass. Could be one or the other.
Okay. So there might be a grass man up there, and is that the end of the story? Did anything else? No.
There's a lot. That was a fucking 2-hour documentary. And so much was said without saying anything.
Some filler, huh? So if you've got an RC helicopter, enough duct tape,
it's 2021. If you're gonna try and just buy a fucking drone, they're $300 at Best Buy. Yeah. Buy a fucking drone,
or do something else for your life.
Don't hunt Bigfoot.
Squatch. Don't
be a fucking idiot. Don't live in Ohio. Everybody who lives in Ohio needs to move out now.
That's on the fucking edge of Appalachia. Does that count as Appalachia?
We are so yes.
Now, the whole state is not in that plateau.
I don't think. Well, I'd say it's close. It's close enough to Pennsylvania.
We got a lot to work with. Then.
There was one more thing I wanted to say. I forget.
Was it about Canton, Ohio?
It was no. Everybody in Ohio. Everybody who lives in Ohio is a fucking idiot.
Okay.
Including me.
I like how that one's stuck. What's the rest of it?
Including me. What the fuck was I talking? I don't care. We're moving past it.
That's all we got from the Grass Man?
That's all we got from the Grass Man.
If you came here to restore your faith in the existence of large hominid apes in North America, you might be fucking disappointed.
Yeah.
Sorry, not North America, in the Appalachian region. As far as Ohio.
We'll go, like I said.
Ohio is in the... That's what we were saying.
Appalachian Plateau.
That's what we were saying.
Appalachian Plateau.
Yeah.
We are currently, where we are at, we are in the Appalachian Plateau. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about the Grass Man.
Holy shit. What's next? What state is the next one in? Can
Virginia.
I ask that? Can I make a prediction based on that?
It's Virginia.
It's in Virginia. Okay, I want to make a prediction. You have a full-fledged story of an account from not West Virginia, Virginia.
Virginia.
Okay, and it's Bigfoot related. Is it called Bigfoot?
No.
What's it called?
Give me a second.
He's got to turn a page. He wrote a fucking novel for this.
I did. I wrote a full fucking novel. This would be the Wood Booger.
Wood Booger?
Yep, this is the Wood Booger.
Okay, I'm going to make a prediction and say that the Wood Booger has the most amount of sightings. More people are seeing the Wood Booger than the Grass Man. Is that correct?
Generally, when people have reported a ape,
yeah,
in Appalachia. It's in the circle where South Carolina meets Tennessee meets West Virginia.
Uh-huh. Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the fuck I'm talking
That's
about.
deep in the woods. I could really,
Virginian Wood Booger.
Specifically...
That's some folktale shit.
Specifically, the only specific reports I could find are just feel like horse shit to me, man.
I still want to talk about them.
No, we're going to talk about it. Even
just
after...
so the people at home know, the rest of these are going to sound like horse shit, but we're going to get to make fun of them.
Yeah.
That's the trade-off.
In 1994, I've tried to get through the story 3 times now.
We're supposed to... It's fine.
No, we're good.
How long have we been recording for?
We're at 50 minutes.
This is going to go longer than an hour.
It's going to go longer than an hour, yes.
I like that.
You guys are ready for an episode.
You know why? Because I listen to this shit at work. I want it to be as long as possible.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes I detract and I lose focus.
You'll edit out whatever you want. Oh my God, I'm going to knock you out.
1994, an Ohio woman was driving in the southwest of Virginia at 2:30 a.m. when a creature that looked like a hybrid of a monkey wolf and cat and wildcat leaped in front of her car.
Why are you yelling at me?
I was trying to make it dramatic.
It is pretty dramatic. She just described a fucking chimera.
She said that the creature was all black with short, sleek fur.
Ooh.
Short, sleek fur.
Half cat, half wolf, half...
Pointy ears, like on the top of its head, pointing like Batman. Like pointy ears on the top of its head.
What?
A long, thin tail. She said that it was standing on its hind legs, which were almost like a cat's legs.
That's horrifying.
It's clearly a fucking panther. Or something.
There's no... A Black Panther in Virginia?
There's no way that this fucking thing is a Bigfoot. There's no way.
What were the 3 animals that made the chimera? It was a cat...
Monkey, wildcat...
the monkey.
And a wolf.
Does she have any other monkey parts in it? Or did it just have a tail?
Apparently, like, its face looked like the baboon. But you know what baboons are called? Wolf monkeys.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're called wolf monkeys. As a nomenclature. It's not like, oh, these are officially the wolf monkeys.
I didn't know. I would have trusted you. You could have lied to me.
I wouldn't.
So, wolf monkey... What the fuck? A wolf monkey cat? What did it do? It jumped out in front of her car?
It jumped out in front of her car, like, looked at her, and then fucked off.
And then, okay. And then what happened?
That's it.
And then she told everybody in town?
She told everybody in town.
Okay. What was this woman's name?
They didn't have it in the article.
No name in the article.
Nope.
She saw a monkey cat dog run out in the road, look at her dramatically, and then run away. What's that one called? Does it got a cool name?
It's called the Wood Booger.
Fuck off. Dude, the rest of them... holy shit. Okay. Give me another Wood Booger encounter. That's got nothing. I can't go.
Wood Booger...
I seen it and ran away. End of story.
Man...
You know, some History Channel documentaries are able to stretch that little excerpt you gave us over the course of an hour and a half.
The History Channel.
Wood Booger.
There's a grill called the Wood Booger Grill in Virginia. Hold on.
Rory has resorted to Googling Wood Burger.
No, hold on.
I said Wood Burger.
The Wood Booger Burger.
Oh my God! Pause this. I have to pee.
Okay.
You're stuttering.
We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back.
We're going to look up more stuff to talk about and then we'll be right back.
We're all fucked up. Hey guys, it's Ranger Roo. Just wanted to apologize for not coming right back. This episode went on a little longer than we thought it would, but the second episode is on its way. In the meantime, we hope you have a great week. We're going to get to some pretty inane shit in the next episode, so be prepared for that. Thanks for listening. I love you. Goodbye.